father didn't tell me you were such a beauty. If I had known that, my price would have gone down.
Yes, I'm happy to see you too. You can help me in the search for my father?
Sergei can do a lot of things. Some say Sergei can do everything. But Sergei is Marta, so let's just stick with Sergei can do almost everything.
Yes. Modesty honors you.
What can I do for you?
I thought you knew that.
Sure, but Sergei needs all the information again firsthand. And looking at your mouth and your moving lips.
Are you going to help me or just gawk?
How does the saying go? One hand washes the other.
Okay. So, my father has disappeared. I only wanted to meet him in the museum where he worked. And as I arrived...
Yeah. Sergei knows that.
Then what do you want to know?
What did your father do in the last few weeks? What was he working on? Who was he working for?
Quite honestly, I have no idea. I have never really spoken to my father to any extent about his work. He tends to hold hour-long lectures about scientific things, and after a few minutes, I tend to fall half asleep. Then at some time, we agreed to leave the subject of work out of our conversations.
Not good. Really not good.
Yes, I know, but it doesn't matter now anyway. But again, I really don't know what it was, or for who he has been working for recently. Besides his work for the museum, he still held lectures and prepared reports, but I can't be any more exact than that. All I know is that in the last few days he seemed a bit unconcentrated, as if he was especially concerned with something. But what that was?
That gets us nowhere. A couple of birdies told me in the last few days that another train is leaving for the Tunguska region today. It has to do with some kind of scientific experiments. What kind exactly, I don't know. But it's not important now. In any case, a few old friends have been reactivated.
Old friends? Reactivated?
Scientists and people who know the area who were in the Tunguska region in the past, they were, well, asked to cooperate. Some came voluntarily. Others had to be persuaded.
Oh, I understand.
Good. Be that as it may, your father may be with them.
Is he in danger?
If he doesn't do anything stupid, he won't have any problems normally.
But how are we going to get him out?
We aren't going to get him out at all. But as I've already said, Sergei can do almost everything. An old acquaintance is standing at the side entrance of the train station. He'll take you in and give you a pass and a uniform. As soon as you're on board the train, you should be able to find enough time to look around. The guards on board are usually busy drinking and playing cards during the trip. Oh, and by the way, you're traveling under the name Nina Perkova. Your last name could give you away if your father is actually on board.
So I get in the train, eliminate all the guards, and free my father. Alone? Great plan. Just great.
When you find him, then we'll see how you'll get your father out. Not to worry. Sergei would never leave such a sweet ass hanging.
Okay, that's a relief then. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit nervous about my father. I really am happy that you could help me. Thank you.
That's okay, little one. They don't call Sergei the good soul of Moscow for nothing. And don't forget, even if you get information that you don't know what to do with, Sergei can certainly figure it out.
Okay, I'll see what I can find out.
Nice weather we're having, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's much too nice to sit around out here. Comrade Yushin is taking your shift now. Isn't that nice of him?
What? Why?
Come with me. Let's chat a bit.
It doesn't seem to be my lucky day today. Was that a coincidence, or did they find out that Sergei bribed one of the guards? In any case, I now have a huge problem. Sergei has gone. My cell phone has no signal here, and I have to get onto the train fast. Nina, it's time for a stroke of genius. I need an idea. That rust bucket is in a really miserable condition. That thing is rather rusty and immovable. It has some similarities with men of its age. Dirt and refuse. Known among experts as junk. Well, let's rummage around in the garbage, shall we? Great! A rusted nut and an unidentifiable iron something. It's the small things in life that bring happiness. It is. It looks like, it could certainly be... I've got no bloody idea. A nut. Any stupid comment about who is nuts has been strictly forbidden to me by the script author. He's making a furious impression. Fun on the job usually looks different. Hello. So late and you're still working?
Yeah, real funny, huh? You probably think it's hilarious that a poor guy like me has to work so late, and then has to muck around in other people's shit. Real funny, huh? Ha ha.
Wow, you're in a good mood. I wasn't having a laugh at your cost, honestly.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm a little irritable. Today's actually supposed to be my day off, and now I have to work overtime just because this bunch of soldiers doesn't know how to flush the toilet. You hopefully aren't one of them, are you?
No way, don't worry.
Good. When I catch the person who dumped this shit on my lap, he's going to be sick just thinking of the word toilet.
Yeah, look, could we change the subject, please? My graphic imagination is very well developed, and my stomach is remembering what it had for lunch. Having to work on your day off is, of course, really bitter. That would piss me off, too. Excuse me, a slip of the tongue. Did you already have some plans? Cinema, a few bars, or anything?
Yeah, I wanted to go fishing. A couple of beers, rod in hand.
Yeah, I had a boyfriend like that once.
Huh?
Nothing. Tell me more.
Well, just a really relaxing day. But maybe I can do it tomorrow instead. If only they'd finally pick the right lottery numbers.
The lottery? What is so special about that?
They hold a special drawing in which you can really clean up. You know, I've been playing the lottery for 20 years and have never won anything. But today is my lucky day. I could tell when I woke up. All this shit is gonna end today. I'm gonna buy myself a little cabin on a nice river somewhere. Maybe I'll even buy the river too. And then...
Yeah, and then spend the whole day with your rod in the water, I know.
Exactly. The stupid thing is, you have to have every number in exactly the right order. If the first 3 numbers match, you can win something too, but to really clean up, all the numbers must be correct.
That means, in the worst scenario, if you have one wrong number, you can lose completely.
Yep, but I'm gonna win. 856549. I'm gonna have a new life with these numbers.
So the soldiers have screwed up your day off. Did they just turn up all of a sudden?
No, it wasn't that sudden. There've been rumors going around for a few days, but I had no idea there would be this many. I have no idea what they're all doing here.
Hey, you don't mean to tell me that the soldiers are swarming all over this quarter and you have no idea why they're here?
Well, there are always a few soldiers running around here. After all, it's a military train station. But I haven't seen this many in a long time. I've heard they're heading to Novosibirsk.
And what do they want there?
I have no idea. They don't talk to us. Think they're just better than us. Most of them don't have an original idea in their head anyway. They merely follow their orders. Someone told me there are also scientists with them. And a little while ago I saw large cages. I have no idea what they're planning.
Cages?
Yes. Apparently there are some prisoners on the train. Maybe that's why.
Cages for prisoners? Are they keeping my father like a wild animal? I urgently have to get on that train and get him out. That car over there, is that yours?
No, I think that's been there for a few years now. I don't even know if there are any parts still in it.
I'd better get going then.
Me too.
As long as the worker is looking the other way, I should take the opportunity. Let's see what Russian construction workers have for breakfast. No cheese, no ham, but 4 layers of butter. A thick rubber band. Luckily, they are not as heavy as they look. A long rubber hose. An advertisement for the Gattuso Corporation. Outrageously expensive, insufficient coverage, lousy service. If those are your requirements for a cell phone in today's world, go to the competition. If not, come to us. Gattuso Telecommunications offers the ideal contract option for any requirement, tailored to your needs. Switch now. By now, they seem to be everywhere. I've already received dozens of brochures from them at home. The barrier is to stop people falling into the open sewer. It would make more sense to run one around the whole sewer. I'll try to support this wreck with these bricks. Good idea. I can use the butter for lubrication. Hey, a catapult! We used to shoot at tin cans with these when we were children. From up there, one can watch over the entire area. I'd better try to be as inconspicuous as possible, and very careful. The guy who took over the job of Sergei's contact man looks extremely well trained. Here are the numbers of the special draw. 356549. One single wrong number. The sewage worker will be kicking himself in the ass all day long. If all of these cigarette butts are from today and all from the same watchman, then he should apply to one of those record-breaking shows on TV. According to Sergei's theory, I should be able to get in there without any problems. What now? Very useful if you are standing under your sweetheart's window again and aren't allowed in. Let's see if some charming words will get me into the station. Hello, you wonderful man.
Oh, hello.
All alone are you out here? Can I enjoy your company for a while?
I don't care.
Uh-oh, that'll be a hard one to crack. You smoke quite a lot, don't you?
Yeah, I know it's unhealthy. But I simply can't give it up. I've tried everything. That's why I'm glad I get to sit outside. At least here I can smoke. Want one?
Yes, please. It'll be good for my nerves. Isn't smoking forbidden inside the station?
Absolutely no smoking. They probably have stuff stored in there that could raise half of Moscow to the ground.
Oh, what things?
No idea. And to be honest, I don't really want to know. Sometimes, ignorance is bliss.
Very wise words. You were guarding the side entrance here. Is there any special reason for it?
Yeah, no one's supposed to go in there.
Talk about stating the obvious. I'm flirting with you, stupid. Oh, and because of that, they have installed a strong, muscular man like you here.
What? You mean me?
Yeah, right. I'm sure they spent a long time thinking about who they could give such an important task to. And they came to the conclusion that only you could fulfill the job. Well-trained and radiating power and strength.
Yes, you're probably right. I've only been with the troops for 3 years, but I've already achieved a lot.
Of course, I, as a mere woman, feel much better when I know that real men like you are defending our land. What is so important about the station that you have been chosen to guard the side entrance?
Actually, I'm not allowed to say. It's top secret. But I guess it has to do with some Secret Service thing. There are masses of conspicuously inconspicuous people running around. You're not from the FSB, are you?
Me? No, of course not.
Phew. I was lucky. I nearly let the cat out of the bag. I don't want to end up like my colleague. They just took him away.
Sure, I understand. Damn, I almost had him in my hands. Your colleague, where did they take him? Is he coming back soon?
I'm afraid not. The 2 guys that took the poor guy are from the FSB, I think.
Oh, why did they take him?
No idea. But it's better not to ask questions. The wrong one at the wrong time, and it could be your last question. As soon as they have you in their grip, it's not easy to get out again. If you get out at all.
Can I borrow your newspaper for a few minutes?
What? No way. The nurse is finally just about to turn the doctor around.
Pardon?
Don't tell me you've never heard of the Siberian Saga.
No. I have to pass on that. What is it?
The soap opera in the Moscow News. A fascinating love story. For the last 3 weeks, they have been publishing a new chapter every other day. And I guess that the nurse...
Yeah, great. That's enough. It sounds really gripping. Are you almost finished with it?
No, not for a while yet. I'm reading it slowly on purpose to prolong the excitement. Of course I have the newspaper at home as well, but there's not much going on here, so I can read without being disturbed. I'm really anxious to see if the head nurse's plot...
No! Stop it! My doctor has forbidden too much drama and excitement. Thanks a lot for the information.
My pleasure. See you soon. Damn! That is the 3rd bulb this month already. What idiot keeps ordering this cheap junk? The story was just about to get interesting.
This newspaper here?
Yeah?
Can I have it?
I guess so. The light bulb just exploded on me. It was really old anyway, and it'll be weeks for sure before anyone replaces it. You have to fill out a form that is signed by the officer on duty and then faxed to the ministry. From there, it goes through 3 committees, and with some luck, I'll see another one before I retire.
Yes, the wonders of bureaucracy are international. What about the newspaper?
Fine, just take it.
One small manipulation of the lottery results and the big win is perfect. Only short term, but isn't short-term happiness better than none at all? Here, the late issue. You can find out in here whether you can go fishing tomorrow or not.
Yes, I won! I have to go home at once and tell my wife. Oh, what's the point? I'm going straight to my favorite fishing spot and we'll fish all night. And I'll quit first thing in the morning. If you want to marry a rich man, you'll find me down by the river.
I can only hope that he takes his sweet time about resigning.
A long rubber hose. That way goes down to yesterday's digested chicken. Yum. The box seems to be dry. One of the sewage workers probably dropped it here. Some of the soldiers have been using that hole in the floor as a rubbish bin. They could at least have let a couple of gold rings drop into it.
I assume that this pipe is for wastewater from the station.
A heavy-duty safety door. The door is open a bit, but it seems to have wedged itself against something. Done it. It's open. I don't know what's in there. It looks a bit like toxic waste. This one's been sprayed red. Is that of any importance? There is no opening for a key or anything like that. Not visible anyway.
A valve. One can open and close the pipe with that.
There is nothing swimming around in there apart from a few objects I'd rather not describe. All of the rungs are missing. No one is supposed to get up there.
The iron bars are too long and would probably get wedged in the shaft, so I can't use them as rungs for the ladder.
You look unbelievably strong. Are you really powerful as you look, or is it more fat than muscle?
Well, I do work out a little. After all, I want to make sure my body is still easy on the eyes in 10 years.
Of course, optically, it is really very impressive. Problem with most bodybuilders is that they can pump huge weights and then not manage to open a jam jar.
Hey, wait. Show me the jam jar first.
Oh, have I insulted somebody's honor? I don't have a jam jar with me, but I do have these iron bars.
Give it to me. That's one of my easiest exercises.
Wow, I'm really impressed. If I stand on the very edge of the rungs, they should hold my weight.